Hello, my name is Peter and welcome to my channel. Today we will work on this beautiful doily. This doily measures 25 inches, that's 63 centimeters, and for this doily you will need crochet thread number 10, around 72 grams of this thread, and that's around 400 meters. And for this project I will use 1.5 millimeter crochet hook. This is quite large doily, so this project will work in two parts. This will be the part 1, and in the description below this video you will find a link to part 2. So hope you'll enjoy this project, and let's start. We will start with a slip knot. Chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Slip stitch into the first chain that we made to form a ring. Okay. And we will start round 1, chain 2. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Into the ring we'll work 20 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19 and the last 20. To finish this round 1, we'll slip stitch into the first double crochet that we made. Round 2, we'll chain 3, and into the next two double crochets we'll work treble crochet 2 together. So we'll yarn over 2 times and we'll go into the next double crochet, and we'll work treble crochet as usual, but in each treble crochet we'll leave last loop on our hook. So this is the first one. We will yarn over again and go into the next double crochet, and again we'll work 2 loops at a time but leave the last loop on our hook. Now we have 3 loops. We will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So with this chain 3 and this stitch we made our treble crochet 3 together. Now we'll chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again we will work treble crochet 3 together, but the first treble crochet goes into the same double crochet that we worked our last treble crochet. So into the same stitch we'll go through 2 loops, then 2 loops, and leave our last loop on our hook. Yarn over again 2 times, go into the next stitch, and we'll work 2 loops, 2 loops, and again last loop is on our hook. One more into the next stitch, like that. Again we leave our last loop, and in this case we have 4 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and we will repeat this pattern around we'll work treble crochet 3 together. The first goes into the same stitch that we made our last one. 2 and 2, yarn over 2 times into the next stitch, 2, 2, yarn over 2 times and into the next stitch, through 2 and 2. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's repeat this one more time. So into the same stitch that we made our last treble crochet goes our first treble crochet. Last loop on our hook, yarn over 2 times into the next stitch, 2, 2, again last loop on our hook, yarn over 2 times and into the third stitch, 2 and 2, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain 5. Okay, so repeat this around. Chain 5, and we'll work the last treble crochet 3 together, to the next stitch, and the last go into the same stitch that we started from. And to finish this round, we'll chain 5, 4, 5, slip stitch on top of this first stitch. Round 3. We'll slip stitch into the next chain of our chain 5 space and into the chain 5 space. Chain 3 for the first double crochet, and into the same chain 5 space we'll work 4 double crochets. Three and 4. Chain 3. Into the next chain 5 space we'll work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll repeat this pattern around. We'll chain 3, and in each chain 5 space around we'll work 5 double crochets. So 5 double crochets into the next space, chain 3, 5 double crochets. And we'll finish this round with 5 double crochets, chain 3, and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Chain 3, and again into the next chain 5 space, 5 double crochets, chain 3. So repeat this around. Round 4, we will slip stitch into the next double crochet. Now we will chain 3 for the first double crochet, and we will work 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And 3 into the chain 3 space, 2 double crochets, chain 3. We will skip first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 double crochets of the previous round. into the chain 3 space, 2 double crochets. And we will repeat this pattern around. Chain 3, skip 1 double crochet and work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next chain 3 space, 2 double crochets. Chain 3. So repeat this pattern around. Skip the first double crochet, then 4 double crochets, and into the chain 3 space, 2 double crochets, chain 3, and so on. Finish this round with 2 double crochets in this last chain 3 space, then chain 3, and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 5, you'll slip stitch into the next double crochet, and you'll chain 3 for the first double crochet. Work 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 double crochets of the previous round. Into the chain 3 space, you work 2 double crochets. Chain 3, skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets. Two double crochets into the chain 3 space. Chain 3. So in this round 5 we have groups of 7 double crochets, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and chain 3 between these groups. So we'll repeat this pattern around. Skip the first double crochet, work 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets of the previous round. And then 2 double crochets into the chain 3 space. Chain 3. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with 2 double crochets into this last chain 3 space, then chain 3, and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 6, we'll slip stitch into the next double crochet. We'll chain 3 for the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets of the previous round. Two double crochets into the chain 3 space. So in this round 6 we'll have a group of 8 double crochets. Chain 3, again we'll skip first double crochet and we'll work 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 double crochets of the previous round. Two double crochets into the chain 3 space. Chain 3. So we'll repeat this pattern around. We'll skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. And then into the chain 3 space, 2 double crochets. Chain 3. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with the last 2 double crochets in this chain 3 space, then chain 3 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 7, we'll slip stitch into the next double crochet. Chain 3 for the first double crochet. Work 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 double crochets of the previous round. Okay. Now we'll chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet into the chain 3 space. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll skip first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 double crochets. And the last one, 7. Chain 4, and we'll repeat this pattern around. Single crochet into the chain 3 space, then chain 4, skip first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again we'll chain 4, single crochet into the chain 3 space, chain 4, and again skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 7 double crochets. So repeat this pattern around, finish this round with a single crochet in this last chain 3 space, then chain 4 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 8, we'll slip stitch into the next double crochet. We'll chain 3 for the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets of the previous round. Now we'll chain 4, single crochet into the chain 4 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 4, and we'll repeat the pattern. So we'll skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 double crochets of the previous round. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we'll chain 4, single crochet into the chain 4 space, chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 4 space, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again we'll skip the first double crochet and work 6 double crochets, then chain 4, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 4, and repeat all over again. So we will finish this round with a single crochet into this last chain 4 space, then chain 4 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 9, we will slip stitch into the next double crochet, and now we'll chain 3 for the first double crochet. Work 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 double crochets of the previous round. Chain 4, single crochet into the chain 4 space. I will chain 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 5, and single crochet into the chain 4 space, chain 4. And we'll repeat this pattern around. We'll skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets of the previous round. Then chain 4, single crochet into the chain 4 space, chain 5, single crochet into the chain 5 space, chain 5, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the chain 4 space, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. Then chain 4, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 4, skip 1 stitch and work double crochet in each of the next 5. Finish this round with a single crochet in chain 4 space, then chain 4 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 10. We'll slip stitch into the next double crochet, chain 3, 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets of the previous round, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the last space, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will repeat the pattern around. Skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Chain 4, double crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the last space, chain 4, skip the first double crochet and work 1 double crochet in each of the next 4 double crochets. Chain 4. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with a single crochet in this last chain 4 space, then chain 4 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 11, we will slip stitch into the next double crochet. Now we will chain 2 and we will work double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches. So we will leave the last loop of each stitch on our hook like that. Now we have 3 loops and we'll yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 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 5, and single crochet into the last space, chain 5, And we will repeat the pattern around. So we will skip the first double crochet, and then over the next 3 stitches we will work double crochet 3 together. So in each double crochet we will leave the last loop on our hook. That's the first one. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through, and through 2 loops. The last loop on our hook. Yarn over and into the third stitch, and now we have 4 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again we'll single crochet into the next space. Chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, single crochet into the next space, chain 5, and single crochet into the last space, chain 5, skip 1 double crochet and work double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. And the last one, 4 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Chain 5. So repeat this pattern around, and we will finish this round with a single crochet in this last chain 4 space. Then we'll chain 5 and slip stitch on top of the first stitch that we made here. Not in the chain 2, but into the first stitch. Round 12. We'll slip stitch into the first 2 chains of our chain 5 space. That's 1, and into the next chain 2. Now we'll slip stitch into the chain 5 space. We'll start with a chain 4. Now we'll work double treble crochet 3 together. So we'll yarn over 3 times, and the first part will work into the same chain space, and the next 2 into the next chain space. So we'll work 2 loops at a time, but we will leave the last loop on our hook. So we'll go in, we'll work 2 loops, 2 loops, and 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Yarn over 3 times again, and we'll go into the next chain 5 space, and we'll work through 2, 2, and 2. The last loop on our hook. So now we have 3 loops. Yarn over 3 times, and into the same space we'll go through 2, 2, and 2. Now we have 4 loops. Yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again we'll work now double treble crochet 4 together, and the first 2 double treble crochets will go into the next chain 5 space, and the second 2 into the next one. So we'll yarn over 3 times, and we'll go into the next space. We'll work 2 loops at a time, but we will leave the last loop on our hook. Yarn over 3 times and go into the same chain space. 2, 2, 2, and we will leave the last loop on our hook. Yarn over 3 times, and now we'll go into the next chain 5 space, and we'll work 2 loops at a time. Leave the last loop on your hook. Now we have 4 loops. Yarn over 3 times and go into the same chain space. Now we have 5 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through all 5 of them. Chain 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And again, over the next two chain 5 spaces, we'll work double treble crochet 3 together. So first 2 stitches into the next chain 5 space, and the second into the next. Like that. 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all 5 of them. Chain 9. 7, 8, 9, and we'll repeat this pattern around. So again, over the next two chain 5 spaces, double treble 4 together. One more time into the same space, 3 loops, yarn over 3 times and go into the next chain 5 space, one more time, okay, now we have 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all 5 of them. Chain 9. Into the next two spaces, first into the next one, we'll work first and the second time, so yarn over 3 times and go into the next space for 1, and now for the second time. 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all 5 of them. Chain 9. And we'll repeat this pattern around. Now we'll work on these two spaces, then the next two, and next two, so on. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with a double treble crochet 4 together over these last two chain spaces, then chain 9 and slip stitch on top of the first space here. Again, not into chains, but on top of the stitch. Round 13. We'll start with a chain 3 for the first double crochet, and into the same stitch we'll work 1 double crochet, then we'll chain 3 and into the same stitch 2 double crochets. We made our beginning shell. Now we'll chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of the next stitch we'll work a shell, and the shell is 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Chain 5. Top of the next stitch we'll work a shell. So 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets all in the same stitch. Chain 5. So repeat this pattern around. On top of each stitch we will work a shell and chain 5 between those shells. Finish this round with a shell on top of this last stitch, chain 5, and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 14, we will slip stitch into the next double crochet and into the chain 3 space. We will start on our beginning shell with a chain 3, double crochet into the same space, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into the same space. So we made our beginning shell. Now we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we have our chain 5 and chain 9 space or loops, and we'll work single crochet around both of them. So we'll go around, pull our loop through and work a single crochet like that. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So we'll work a shell in the next shell. So in this chain 3 space we'll work 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into the same space. So we have made our shell. And we'll repeat this pattern around. We'll chain 3, then around both these loops we'll work a single crochet. Then chain 3, shell in next shell. So 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into the same space. Let's do this one more time. We'll chain 3, single crochet around both these loops, chain 3 and shell in next shell. Chain 3, and again we'll work a single crochet around both these loops. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with this last single crochet around these 2 spaces, then chain 3 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 15 we will slip stitch into the next double crochet and into the chain 3 space. We will work on our beginning shell. Now we will chain 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Shell in next shell. Chain 7, shell in next shell, and we'll repeat this pattern around. So in each shell of the previous round you'll work a shell and chain 7 between. So again, shell in the next shell, chain 7, shell in the next shell. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round 15 with a shell in this last shell, then chain 7 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 16, we'll slip stitch into the next double crochet and into the chain 2, chain 3 space. Now we'll work on our beginning shell with a chain 3, double crochet, chain 3 and 2 double crochets into the same space. Now we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We will work a single crochet into the chain 7 space. Chain 3, shell in the next shell. So 2 double crochets, chain 3, and 2 double crochets into the same space. Chain 3, single crochet into the chain 7 space, chain 3, and shell in the next shell. And this is the pattern for this round. Chain 3, single crochet into the chain 7 space, chain 3, shell in the next shell, chain 3, and again single crochet into the next chain 7 space. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with single crochet in last chain 7 space, then chain 3 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 17. We will slip stitch into the next double crochet and into the chain 3 space. We will work on our beginning shell, the chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and 2 double crochets into the same space. Now we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we have our 2 chain 3 spaces, and we will work double crochet 2 together. First part will go into the first chain 3 space, and we will work through 2 loops. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We will yarn over again and go into the next chain 3 space, yarn over and work through 2 loops. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. Again, we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we will work a shell in the next shell. Chain 3. Again, we have 2 chain 3 spaces. We will work double crochet 2 together. So the first part into the first chain 3 space, yarn over, and the second part into the next chain 3 space. Now I have 3 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. Chain 3, and we'll repeat the pattern around. Shell in the next shell, chain 3, and double crochet 2 together. First part goes into the first chain 3 space, and the second part into the next chain 3 space. Chain 3, and shell in the next shell. Chain 3, and again double crochet 2 together over these 2 next chain 3 spaces. So repeat this pattern around and finish this round with double crochet 2 together over these 2 last chain 3 spaces, then chain 3 and slip stitch into the third chain of our beginning chain 3. Round 18. We will slip stitch into the next double crochet and into the chain 3 space. Now we will chain 3, And into the same space we'll work treble crochet 2 together, the first, the second part. Okay, like that. So this is our treble crochet cluster with 3 treble crochets together, because the chain 3 counts as first treble crochet. Then we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Into the same space we'll work a treble crochet cluster. So we'll work basically 3 treble crochets together, but they are in the same space. So that's first, second one, and always leave last loop on your hook. And the third one. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We will yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Now we will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have our double crochet 2 together, and into this stitch we'll work single crochet, chain 3, and 1 more single crochet into the same stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next shell we'll work treble crochet cluster. So the first, leaving last loop, yarn over 2 times, we'll go the second. Now we have 3 loops, yarn over 2 times, and the third treble crochet. Again, now we have 4 loops, and we will yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Chain 3. Into the same shell we'll work 1 more treble crochet cluster. Four loops, yarn over and pull through all 4 of them. Okay. Now we'll chain 5, and we'll repeat this pattern around. So 3, 4, 5. On top of the next stitch, here, this double crochet 2 together, we'll work single crochet, chain 3, and 1 more single crochet into the same stitch. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, into the next shell, treble crochet cluster. That's 1. Chain 3, and 1 more treble crochet cluster into the same space. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, here on top of the stitch we'll work single crochet, chain 3, and 1 more single crochet into the same stitch. Chain 5. And again, into the next shell, treble crochet cluster, then chain 3, and 1 more treble crochet cluster into the same space, then chain 5. On top of the next stitch, work single crochet, chain 3, and 1 more single crochet, chain 5, and again cluster, chain 3, cluster. So repeat this pattern around, and I will meet you here at the end of the round 18. We'll work a single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet into the same stitch. Chain 5, and to finish this round we'll slip stitch on top of the first stitch that we made. And we are done with the round 18. So we have finished 18 rounds, and this is the end of the part 1 of this project. So If you like this project, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification button so that you don't miss part 2 of this project. As soon as the part 2 will be uploaded, I will put the link to the part 2 into the description down below. So, until the next time, enjoy your crocheting and be safe.